Hi, this is Caudullo, and welcome to Tek Toyz. Tek Toyz today is going to take us to Los Angeles to the 3D Entertainment Summit to see what's going on. Hi, I'm Caudullo, the 3D guy, and I'm here at DDD's booth, and I've got Chris Udall, and I've got my good friend Neil Schneider, and we're here and we're going to talk about what's going on with a couple of things with you guys. We're going to start with Chris. Chris, tell us what DDD has been doing, and you know, we've all heard that 3D is dying. We've heard it over and over again in the media. Tell me how you respond to that.
Well, thanks. If 3D is in fact dying, I think it's having a very good death for DDD, because we've certainly seen a huge, dramatic increase in the number of shipments of our technology into the TV market, the PC market, the mobile phone market even. So we've shipped over 7 million units of our TriDev 2D to 3D conversion technology since the beginning of last year. So certainly from DDD's perspective, what we're reading in the press isn't really reflected in what we're seeing our customers do.
So you could say that the rumors of 3D's death have been greatly exaggerated.
That's right, yes. I think our obituary is still to be written. So from our point of view, there's a lot of growth in China. You've seen a number of the big PC vendors like AOC, Lenovo, ViewSonic getting involved in 3D. We're working with Samsung and LG, and I think importantly, over the last 6 months in particular, we've seen the entry of AMD with their Radeon HD 3D graphics, and also Intel with their new Sandy Bridge 3D support. At the IDF conference last week in San Francisco, they talked about the support for 3D games for Sandy Bridge. This means that you can play now 90 PC games in 3D, and you don't even have a graphics card in your computer anymore. And that means one thing. That means that the OEMs, the companies like HP and Dell and Acer, can produce lower cost 3D products, and we'll see a larger growth in that marketplace. So this is all really good news for 3D, and as you say, the news of our death is greatly exaggerated, I think.
Well, let's toss it over to my good friend Neil. Neil, you've been involved in 3D gaming for, well, you were just out of the swaddling clothes at that point, and you're part of the, I understand you are a part of the Canadian conspiracy to take over 3D along with James Cameron and the rest. Is that true?
Well, it's flattering that you're associating me with Jim Cameron. I hope he's watching this video. Because actually Canada has been very critical for the 3D market in gaming, as a matter of fact. My background...
Yeah, aside from gaming, you're going someplace else. You're going more into QC to create quality 3D. So talk a little bit about that too.
Yes, sure thing. So what I do is I serve as Executive Director for the S3D Gaming Alliance. So we represent the needs and interests of technology enablers, like Dynamic Digital Depth is one of our valued members.
Very few people know what DDD really is, so I'm glad you said that. Go ahead.
Yes. We also, other members include Electronic Arts, Blitz Game Studios, the game creators, and more, even Panasonic and so on. Now, one of the things we're doing now, this is a government-funded program. It's the Ontario government that funded this. Is we partnered with an initiative called iGo3D, and one of the big problems in 3D gaming is all the research, everything we know about 3D dynamics is very much associated with cinema or the movie world. And there's very little information about 3D video games. So what we did was we launched this initiative, got it funded by the Ontario government, and the key partners very well backed by the industry: Electronic Arts, Digital Extremes, Bedlam Games, Junction VFX, several leading Ontario universities, University of Ontario Institute of Technology, Western Ontario, Waterloo, I mean the list goes on. And we're working very diligently to find out what the best 3D experiences are. So when game developers are putting out 3D titles, they can do it right the first time. And of course, gamers like you and I, though I think I'm game a little more than you do.
You're more of a gamer than I am, buddy. You should see me with some of the video games here. I'm better with the camera. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, the long and short of it is that this really benefits the gamer in the end, that they should get that great 3D experience the first time. One more point, if I could share, is I also run a website called Meant to Be Seen.
Yes, indeed. Meant to Be Seen 3D, yes.
Yeah, so we're actually mtbs3d.com or menttobeseen.com. And if you're interested in finding out which games are compatible in 3D, or you want to talk to other gamers who are interested in 3D, and this goes for DDD as well as IZ3D and NVIDIA, which are additional players in the market, that's the place to go. And it's really, if you have any interest in 3D, that's where to go.
There you go. Well, don't forget, also keep checking 3dguy.tv. And on that note, I'm going to say, Mr. Obama, I hope you're listening. The Canadian government is on board with 3D. What's going on? Thanks, guys. Have a great show.
Thanks very much.